bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, I'm glad you could join us. Mike Harris is here right now. He is a two-time member of the City Council of Petaluma, and he is running for his third term. You must like it.
I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell me about your experiences in terms of the first 8 years and how you perceive what you should be doing in the next 4 years.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of positive changes that have happened in Petaluma. We basically had a renaissance of our downtown. We didn't have a theater in town years ago, and we were part of the team that put together the Central Petaluma Specific Plan, which gave the investors actually the certainty to come and invest in Petaluma. And once we finished that plan, we were able to bring a theater back to town, which was part of the whole revitalization of downtown, which I've seen in the last 8 years being on the council.
Yeah, and the development along the river, and that has certainly enhanced what that area looks like. And I understand there's more of that's in the works.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very exciting. That was part of the $100 million infusion of capital into our central.
$100 million.
Just $100 million.
Yeah, nothing to it.
Rounding the errors. But there's a lot of other opportunities, and obviously with the economic uncertain times that have happened over the last few years, there hasn't been a lot of investment in municipalities over the last few years. But now we actually have finished our general plan, which will give certainty to investors, which will give them make them feel good about investing in Petaluma. So I'm excited to be it.
And one of the things you have, one of the advantages, you have that river, and the river had been neglected for so many years. But now I think it's coming back, and it can be used correctly and cleanly.
Absolutely.
Are you involved in that in some way?
Yeah, the river is
such all part of it, I assume.
Absolutely. The river is a treasure that we have, and essentially we just, at our council meeting on Monday night, we actually talked about a World War II monument being on a river, and so there's so many different types of things, different visitor aspects that can draw people to Petaluma, and I'm excited to be part of that, and I'm hoping that we can move forward with the World War II monument as well.
And also, I mean, one of the nice things about Petaluma is that you can walk. I mean, you can walk places. You've got some parking down there now, and that's a definite advantage a lot of towns don't have. What about the business climate? Everyone's been hit to a certain extent about that.
Yeah, it's tough out there, as we all know. Our general fund in Petaluma has dropped from $42 million to $32 million, and that's just what you use to pay for the police and fire and everything. So
just a mere $10 million.
Just $10 million, over 20% obviously in the budget there. And businesses have been hit hard, and we have a 40% vacancy rate actually in Petaluma. So now that's why it's incumbent upon us, and hopefully with myself with experience in the business background, we can actually draw business to town. And I think it was key finishing our general plan so we can actually reach out to investors to come to town to help the business climate.
Yeah, now the businesses you're talking about running along the Main Street, that area, is that one of the areas you're talking about? I mean, it still seems fairly busy to me when I'm there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, overall, the 40% commercial vacancies, but downtown there are some vacancies. But yes, there is some vibrancy that we've already established. And when the economy gets going, we fill those spots, and some of the housing elements that are down there, they actually fill up. It'll just continue to be a buzz. It's exciting down there already, but once the economy kind of ratchets up again and people are out eating again and spending money, it'll just be more exciting to just be part of the process.
Yeah, and it's interesting to me, having grown up in San Francisco and spent time up there with my grandparents when they were buying eggs, that some of the old places that used to hold the chickens are still there. I mean, there's still land that's sort of just sitting there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is that going to be utilized in some way?
I mean, we have an amazing heritage, and we need to we need to look towards our history and make sure we keep that a part of it. That's why the fairgrounds is so important, because of the agricultural piece of Petaluma. And it's very important that we keep the fairgrounds there, and that has to be, there's a lease component there with the fairgrounds in the city that we're negotiating, and just to keep the heritage of Petaluma.
Yeah, and also I remember that river was used, by the way, in connection with that, as a stopping place, people coming down from further north and using it as a place to put their barges and different things of that nature. So that has a great historical value, as you pointed out. Anyway, Mike, we wish you well. City Council, you certainly know what it's all about after serving 2 terms. Mike Harris has been our guest, and he is running for his 3rd term. City Council in Petaluma, thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.